So in this episode, it seems like we got a few things that I do want to talk about today. The first one is that in the first scene, it seems like we got Tomo and Mio exploring the lands that were pretty much the surrounding areas of where the big fight was with their master and the Dragon Slayer. So they're exploring these areas, and I theorize that this is the areas that they meet the heroes. Um, where Tomoe meets the hero we saw in the trailer, where she's in the village and she meets the boy hero. I think that's where that's gonna happen. So it'll be exciting to see if that's what it is. Moving on. I guess the overarching is that we see our main character kind of go for interviewing, doing this test exam for a job at the Royal Academy, and originally it was supposed to be, as a student, but I guess papers got mixed up, and instead of a student, he went in as a teacher. So good thing he just went with the teacher, because I think a student would have been more of a hassle, more of a bother. But and moving on to the last thing I want to talk about. So towards the end, we see the examining proctor. Then we see this blue-haired girl, and they're talking at a bar, and the guy says, someone said that we didn't really need proctors. Like, the job was kind of filled already. So he pretty much set up the guy in the black robe that we saw, that was threatening examinees, and luckily Mikoto, or our main character, thankfully he of course beat up the guy in the black robe, and he was able to pass the exam. And he reveals, someone, pretty much told me to set that up. So there's that question, who, but there's also a theory that, maybe it's like they weren't specifically targeting our main character, but instead they were just saying, like, in general, like, it doesn't matter who it is. They were just saying, jobs filled, we don't need anymore, anymore will be a bother kind of situation. So I hope that they clear that up in future episodes. But he was talking about that to this blue-haired girl that we see, drinking with him, and I can kind of theorize who she is. It seems like he's like some kind of she's also a professor at the Royal Academy, so she'll be a colleague of our main character. But it seems like she works in like some kind of science department, with the way she's has her get up. Like, she has a dress shirt on, she has like a skirt on, and she's just like very neat. On top, she has like glasses, and like, I don't know, she just gives me the look of like some kind of mathematician or a science worker. But anyways, he does mention, the original point of the test was supposed to get 3 orbs of the same color, but instead of doing that, our main character he got 3 orbs of different colors, which require you to like use different approaches of attacking, like using magic, physical, or even like just using the bow and arrow pretty much. And that's why it was like so surprising when our character did that. And of course, our practitioner mentioned it to a coworker, and we're left with that scene where she says, "Oh, that seems interesting." So I feel like maybe in the future, like obviously something's gonna happen with, because like it's obvious that she's very intrigued by this as a scientist, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna think of like things to like, I guess, run tests on him, because it is kind of extraordinary to meet someone with the 3 abilities. Like you can use magic, physical attacks are also strong, and magic, and you can like work in a bow and arrow. So I guess having a specimen that's capable of doing all that and probably more is really impressive. So it's obvious that she took like some kind of liking to him. We'll see what happens between them in the future episodes, but for now I think it was a pretty cool episode. Not there wasn't much, but in this episode I felt like there was a lot of hints as to like it was a kind of a setup for all the cool things that's gonna happen in the future episodes. Like I mentioned, we got that Tomoe meeting the heroes when she went to this village, and we'll have to see how that interaction goes. And everything that has to pretty much has to do with our main character and the school situation, and see how that whole thing's gonna go. So overall, pretty good setup episode. Like I said, really gets me excited for the future for future episodes, but we'll see how that kind of goes. But I think I might just end it there. Please leave a like, subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.